Last time on The Thai Life.
As you can see behind us, we have made some significant progress on our rammed earth geothermal all year round greenhouse. So the rammed earth is actually an old building method, which is making a bit of a comeback. Fell in love with the aesthetic as well as all the properties.
The whole back wall done and sealed. And then we are doing a climate battery. How many buckets of sand? That's it? Okay, so right now we're gonna put in this, all these buckets is one lift, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all gonna go in the mixer. And 1 bucket of cement.
We've got
There was 8.
the total mixture for each lift right now, 11.8 liters. Yeah, so it's it's really simple. 2 parts crush.
Which is this?
Yeah, so you'll have to find a base mix if you're sourcing it locally.
Which we did.
Yep.
Which we filmed and we showed you.
To 1 part sand, so 2 to 1. So the sand.
What kind of sand is this?
It's just like a beach sand. It's not super fine, but this is what gives you the nice texture in the wall. So you can adjust the ratio, but it also will affect your overall MPa strength. The more sand you put in, it's going to become weaker. And then the cement is 10%, and that's the same ratio of cement that you have in concrete.
Okay.
Yeah. If anything, I go a little on the high side.
So this is all gets dumped into the mixer, gets mixed, and
Dry.
then we normally, when we were doing the big walls, we used the hose. What is that thing called?
It's a hose.
To dump the rammed earth into the walls, and then James was in the form ramming it. But this time, because they're just really narrow walls, we are going to just do it bucket by bucket. And how are you going to get it out of here? The buckets with the chute?
So the bottom chute on there, I'm going to put it over the bucket.
Okay, and then release it, fill up the bucket, and then dump that into the forms.
I'll do all the buckets, and then we'll get it in there, and then we're going to just manually bring the buckets over this time. 24 times. It's not that many. Total for both.
Oh, that's not bad.
There's like, if you count the layers, there's 24.
Okay. And then once we get up to a certain point that's above grade, we're going to add pigment.
Right.
Which we'll talk about when we add the pigment.
We have a lift chart.
We have a lift chart.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm new here?
You're new in town.
I'm new in town. I mean, I've done some things, but not all the things. Not enough to be an expert, that's for sure.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm not sure how well it's going to work dumping into the buckets, but we'll figure it out. Home Depot ice there.
Shoot. Home Depot ice. We're gonna have leaves in our rammed earth?
It's organic.
Kind of like compost?
They'll get mashed up.
Yeah. Okay, what about the cement? You mix this first and then you add the cement.
Yeah.
And the water.
Then water. Everything's dry mixed.
Dry mix. This is the big version.
Usually stick my hand in there when it's going because it's up higher, but you just want to make it sure that it's good in the ball, but there's no bonding right now because there's no moisture. Okay?
Gotta add water.
on for sure. I'll do just a hair more just because.
Okay. Nice aim.
Yeah, we ended up a little less, but we should keep some in there, right?
Yeah, you'd have to scrape it out.
How many lifts have you done?
This is the fourth one.
Okay.
Okay?
It's really far down.
Yeah. Sure is.
Okay, I brought you a heater and a
Way more than it was.
thermometer.
So I'm now higher, so getting in and out is easier. Now I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah, well I can stand this high. I'm not buried all the way. So
Wow.
it's good. I can stand on the next layer of foam. It's still tight, but better than the first go. It's like so little room in here. Gives me some more room. ever do something stupid and regret it immediately? I accidentally did not have these hooked into the cage, which I usually do. That one's stuck like so, which keeps them off the ground. Anyways, they came under the track and I ripped this one really good, and I'd say this one's ripped somewhere too, based on how it looks. Hydraulic oil there, and then I have a controller. Should be an easy fix, hopefully. So it doesn't look like I'll be ramming today. It's the weekend, so I won't be able to get my hoses fixed up. There's a shop I gotta go to town to do that with. Get my hoses fixed. But looks like that's what I'm gonna be doing today instead, is taking this apart and getting new hydraulic lines made up before I can ram more. Bummer. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I wrecked the hydraulic hoses on the mix and go bucket. I did a real number on it. I got 2 new hoses. That happened on a Saturday. It is now Monday, so we got the new hoses. I've got to repair the controller wire as well, which I've also broke. So we got some heat shrink and a heat gun to connect that properly. We're gonna get this fixed up and test it out, make sure it's operational, not leaking. And then we're gonna get back to mixing tomorrow, because it's already late afternoon on Monday. And we're gonna get the cement portioned out and get everything ready for the pour tomorrow. But first things first, we're gonna get this thing back up and going. It's a pretty important part of our operation. So luckily, both hoses were the same. I won't be confused as to what goes where. At least I say that now. The lines were broken, all the fittings were fine. So it's pretty simple. Just have to spin the threads on and tighten it up. And then we're gonna have to just top it up with fluid because we leaked out some. So anytime you're doing anything that's machine threaded, you want to do as much of it by hand as you can so you don't cross thread. So don't mix this up, because one's a supply and one's a return line. That one on, and then there's clamps here and here, which you can just take off. I just threaded them in there. But these are just kind of hose guides, holds everything in place for when we put it all back together. And the design is so that you don't rip your hoses off, which I figured out how to do. So that one is sort of ready. This one. Once these are connected, we will do the heat shrink on the electrical controller, and then we're gonna have to fire up the skid steer and tighten everything up, make sure everything is good and not leaking and the controller still works, because I also drove that over. I'm hoping that works, because if it doesn't, it's probably gonna be a couple weeks to get it out of the States. These were $375, by the way.
Babe.
You wouldn't think that hoses would cost that much. So, a costly mistake.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But nobody move. Nobody get hooked.
Do you need the instructions?
I think it's just Turn it on. I think there might be a temperature setting on it.
It's literally exactly like a blow dryer.
I know.
There's cool and not cool and off. How are you gonna plug it in?
I gotta get some power.
Bob, did you bonk me? What's this? Oh, you don't like that? Sorry. I don't. Come here, Bob. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, hey, George. Hello. No, because hey, look. Look at my puppy puddle. Yo. Bob missed you today, George, when you went to town. He was waiting outside for you.
Bob loves his dog.
No, he was waiting outside, waiting, and he was so cold in a little ball, but he didn't want to come in because he's waiting for his Jojo. My boy. My boy. Oh, your ears are extra soft today, Jojo. No, but seriously, how are you going to plug this in? Do you want me to get an extension cord? I guess is what I'm asking.
Can you grab the one by the shed? It might just be enough to reach.
Okay.
I'm going to grab one. I'll just do it. Okay.
Are you in action?
We now got that back through. Feed this into here.
Let's see if the blow dryer works.
No dryer.
Yeah. That's low. This is high. Those are your options.
One of those things that's small. Okay. Ready to heat shrink?
Mm-hmm.
Should I go hot or not hot?
Start with not hot.
I think it needs to be hot.
Okay.
It should literally shrink. Could be the length of the extension cord. There we go, it's shrinking. Let's go, eh? That whole wire's hot, so we probably gotta let it cool off. Heat shrinking. Let that sit and cool off, and then just make sure it's connected. Should be. Hope so. what I usually do is loop these in here. They don't fall out. And I don't run them over. I don't know why I didn't do it, but we're ready to test it, so let's get her hooked up and cross fingers. This is not secured yet. I just want to make sure the line's working. That's good. We got a green light. Okay.